Hey there, my name's Angel,
And I'm Billy.
and thank you for joining us today at
Natural High Food?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Today we're talking about vegan calcium, about vegan sources of calcium and why that is totally adequate for your diet.
Because there's a lot of misconceptions out there when it comes to your calcium.
It is. Basically, the meat and dairy industry have done a good job of advertising to a lot of people and making them believe that they need like excess protein in their diet and calcium from dairy, when that is just not really the case at all.
I mean, you get, more protein from beans than you do meat, don't you?
Well, I don't know how. There's problems with a high protein diet. A lot of problems with too much protein, and we're going to learn about that today.
Awesome.
But
We're
you get more than enough protein from a vegan diet. Yeah, beans and all that. Yeah, I mean anything. You don't even have to eat beans. A lot of people eat, raw fooders, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds.
There you go.
Everything has protein in it. And the guy who does the fire engine diet, Engine 21.
Engine 21.
Yeah, we've watched some of his shows, and he's got a good quote. He says, if you eat enough, you eat enough protein.
There you go.
Because everything has protein in it. And nobody's ever suffered from a protein deficiency unless they were, like he said, suffering from a lack of food. So basically, the problems with, why some people would choose not to consume dairy, the industry and things like that's why we choose not to. But some other reasons would be some, things that are found in it that aren't supposed to be sometimes. Like hormones, pesticides, residues of plastics, insulin growth factor, which some people say could cause some health issues, and things like that. Plus it's high in fat, which could be not so good for your heart.
Now, who finds any of that appealing?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just think that you have to have dairy.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about all that stuff she mentioned. Does that sound appealing?
Yeah, so when you do your research, you learn that there could be problems with that.
And plus, last time I checked, like when it comes to milk, you got a baby calf that's weighing let's say 800 pounds. I haven't seen a baby weigh 800 pounds. And if you do, that's one for the records.
Yeah, it's made just for cows to help the cows grow.
There you go.
But calcium is very important. It's needed for strong bones, nerve and muscle formation, and for clotting purposes in the body. So calcium is very important. And if you don't get enough calcium, or if you get too much protein or sodium, calcium can be leached from the body. Now, if you don't get enough, it can be pulled from your bones to be used for things it needs to be used for.
Which would make your bones a little weaker.
Yeah, which from what I understand, it does that on a small scale anyway and replaces it with new calcium. But if you're not getting enough new in, it could weaken your bones. But also, if you eat a diet high in protein or high in sodium, they found that actually people just peeing out the calcium if they have too much of those things. So that's why high protein diets cause bone issues. And that might be why, there's been a lot of talk about America and places like that that supposedly get so much dairy calcium, but yet they have so much osteoporosis. They're peeing it out.
Wow. I mean, this is starting to make sense.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a lot to think about there. So, I mean, a good vegan diet that's high in natural sources of calcium, where you don't have too much protein, too much sodium, really to me seems ideal for bone health. And so, without further ado, good sources of good sources of vegan calcium are basically leafy greens, but some that are particularly high are bok choy, collards, broccoli, kale, also sesame seeds, almonds, and molasses are really good sources of calcium.
Hey, now all that, my two favorites, broccoli and molasses.
Maybe you could eat them together.
Nah, something tells me that's not a good idea.
Maybe a broccoli and molasses smoothie. Sprinkle with some sesame seeds.
There you go. Hey, how about some almonds?
Yeah, almonds. Also, grains, beans, other fruits and vegetables also contribute to your overall calcium intake because they have small amounts of calcium. And so if you want to track your nutrient intake, like chronometer.com is a good tool to use. It's free online.
We've actually mentioned that before. It actually really is a good tool.
Yeah, we've used it to track our diet and see where we're at a lot of times. So it's really cool. I'll tell you about a few studies. Some studies have shown that high protein diets, especially ones in animal protein, resulted in losses of calcium in the urine, like I said, but there were studies that confirmed that. And also, there were several studies that showed that milk consumption does not improve bone integrity. So it's basically
That I do believe.
yeah. So basically, it's a falsehood that it does.
It's a gimmick to get you to buy the product.
Yeah. And if you want to supplement, if you like go on Chronometer and find that you're just consistently not eating enough good vegan calcium, Dr. Group from the Global Healing Center, which I highly recommend checking him out. He is a very good vegan doctor, and he has a lot of products. And Billy's done the cleanse. He was really happy with.
Oh
before.
man, I would love to do it again.
Yeah, well, he has a lot of cleansing regimens. I mean, just the colon cleanse, and then the specific systems of your body, and he has an order that you should do it in. So we really are planning to check that
And the
out.
thing about it is, it hits you. I mean, you just know it. Some things you'll do, and then you'll go back and you're like, oh yeah, that worked. Now this here, you can tell it worked.
Yeah, Billy really liked this
I
cleanse a lot.
really loved it, and it was easy.
And also we have some Detoxidine, which is iodine, that is really good of his. But iodine's very important. If you want to check out some nutrients to be mindful of, good video that we made up here, click on that. But
Is it up here?
yes, I think it's up here.
Up here. Okay. It's right here, folks. Over her head.
But Dr. Group, he says that calcium, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, orotate is the most absorbable form, and he has that in his online store. And he sells it along, it has magnesium and something else in it with it. But also, Garden of Life sells raw calcium, and they're a really good vitamin brand. So I would recommend them as well.
And name's easy to remember. Garden of Life.
Garden of Life. And it's just from high calcium fruits and vegetables, probably like powdered up and put in a capsule. And so yeah, so we just wanted to dispel the myth that you need it to drink milk to have calcium in your body.
Yeah, because you hear it all the time. Those of us that are vegan. Well, how do you get your protein? I mean, that's number one question. How do you get your protein? There's protein in everything.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that's a non-issue. Really,
yeah,
totally a non-issue.
It just blows their mind. They're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, look it up. Do your research.
Yeah, a vegan.
Watch our videos.
Yeah, a vegan diet, if you are sure to get enough nutrients, but just like the standard American diet, there's a lot of people who are vitamin D deficient, B12 deficient. I mean, amazingly, there's a lot of anemic people who eat a sad diet.
And the thing of it is, your body tells you that you need something.
Yeah, so I mean, you just need to always be mindful that you're getting your proper nutrients no matter what you do. But a vegan diet, I believe, is the healthiest. And there's a lot of research to back it up. China study, a lot of books. And we're going to start reviewing books on our channel. The Hippocrates Diet is the one we're doing next. And so, keep a lookout for those book reviews.
Yeah, just check them out and, read them for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I always encourage you to do your own research.
Always, because nobody, I mean, a lot of people depend on everybody or other people to do things for them. We recommend you do it yourself. That way you know what you read.
That's right.
And what you find out.
And we thank you so much for joining us. We'll be making another video very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Please sign up for our newsletter. The link is below.
Down here?
Yes. And also
Don't miss it.
Our group on Facebook called Living the Natural Life. We
a lot of great people there.
Yeah, it's a group I've really enjoyed. I think it's about a year or two old, and it's still active today, and we still get new members, and I really enjoy it, and I hope it grows.
And you get to post your videos there.
Oh yeah, you can post anything you want to there. We just love to talk to you guys. And as I mentioned, I think I said we have a link for our newsletter, all social media, so just check us out, leave us a comment, like this video, share this video.
We're everywhere.
Yes, and we'll be making another video very soon, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.